Hopefully that fixes everything. I don't know what happened with the sound last time, but I'm gonna just get right into it. Um, we're gonna talk about this convex Earth thing. Yeah. Um, what I said in the first part, where none of this got actually recorded for whatever reason, I couldn't get the sound to work, was that actually let me just check to make sure the sound's working now. Yeah. Okay. So I hear the sound, so we should be good. So I actually shared this because I think there's obviously good information there, but for the most part, I don't think that. What's up, Fe disciple? What's up, Daniel? Or Dana? Sorry. So let me just get right to it. So I shared this because I have people in my life that, unless they see the word scientist said, they're not going to. They're not going to actually watch or look at any of the video. So for me, I figured I'll use this as a tool to maybe just open the door for them to see that, hey, there are actual scientists looking into stuff like this. But that being said, we're going to get into some concerns I have about this whole documentary. Now, I actually did happen just to catch Red Flags Media video where he kind of goes into a lot of the same things that as soon as I watched this video, I kind of felt myself. I just haven't had time to make this video. So here we go. So they said that they've been working on this for 7 years, since 2007, yet no one has even heard a single thing about them. The movement, the flat earth community, has been going strong for since late 2014, early 2015, and yet no one heard anything about these people. It just strikes me as this is something that was thrown together within the last few months. One, because if this is 7 years old and we're looking at a documentary that's been placed and started as a journey from 7 years, if you watch the documentary, it looks like these people shot this all in a few days or a few weeks. Give it to them a few months. It just looks like they've never aged. I mean, you look at pictures of yourself from today, look at a picture of yourself a year from now, and you look a lot different. You've gotten fatter, you've gotten skinnier, you've gotten more wrinkles, you've gotten some gray hairs. Whatever it is, it just seems like we're being a little bit manipulated. If I can even say the word right. It seems like they're trying to be ahead of the game by saying they've been doing this research for 7 years. So it just feels a little bit too convenient that they're trying to make themselves the front runners in this whole community. Do I care who the face of it? No, I can care less. I could care less to a degree. Yes, I don't want to have somebody whose morals and thoughts and opinions completely take away from the bigger picture of things. But when it comes to this feeling like a government sanctioned video that they were hoping that the majority of the flat earth community would share and love and go behind, it feels like this is what it is. So you can watch the video and you'll see certain things that they did are research that we've done in the community, and we actually put in there. We put it out there 2-3 years ago. Laser tests, water tests, distance tests, all this stuff we've already done. It wasn't much new information. And then when they gave you new information like possibly there being more land, they literally glimpsed right over it. It just seems like it's an afterthought, where I would have preferred the documentary to have that as a majority, because if there's actually more land, that's something that it would be nice for us to actually know about, have more information. And then they have this cartoon, avocado thing floating in space, rotating. Like, what is that? What is the symbology of that thing? Like, it just feels a little bit too staged, a little bit too well. And I'm not saying production value, because no, I think production, that's what you need to do to catch some people's attention. I just think that they They cut and paste a lot of the good information that we already provided to the majority of the community, and they're just trying to infiltrate it. Um, that's how I feel after watching the video. Again, I actually shared the video because, yes, they were able to produce something that looks high quality, looks like there's actual scientists behind it. But when I sit back and look, I just look at all the information. It's information that you and I already gave the world. And they kept using the word planet through the first like 5 minutes of the documentary. They're like planet Earth, planet Earth, planet. Like, how many times you got to say? It's almost like they were trying to drill it in your head. So yeah, it's one of those things that I just felt a little kind of not put off by, because again, it was a well done documentary, but it just felt like there was a little bit more of an agenda behind it. And I don't think enough people are actually talking about this. You know, the fact that they said that they've been ahead of the game for 7 years, and yet no one heard a single word about these people. You would have thought that these are the same people that possibly would have gone to a conference, hearing that other people are thinking the same way they are. I don't know. It just seems a little odd that they come out of nowhere and, you know, they just start putting all this information like it's there, like it's new information, which technically it was no new information. So they almost state like the Earth is moving, yet it's not moving, and it's like it was a lot of stuff. The fact that they didn't even hit on, okay, so they hit on the fact that the pictures are fake. Everyone knows that. But they didn't hit on like how these agencies are behind these pictures and how we should be holding them accountable for providing these false pictures to us as reality. It seemed like a lot of the important things they kind of just glossed over. So I'm just kind of questioning things right now, and I just didn't feel that enough people are talking about this. And it's just one of those things that I wanted to put my opinion out there. Maybe there's other people who feel that way, and maybe there's other people who have the same opinion. Like I said, I just happened to stumble upon a Red Flag Media video, and I think he hit it where they literally took segments from other people's videos with the I forgot what it was. It was like the dome shaped and how the sun and moon can, you know, they took that from them, from the community. This was something that was posted a few months ago, and they were just like, oh yeah, this is how it can work also. Again, bringing some red flags, and Red Flag Media did a great job exposing that. And again, most of those tests that a lot of the community have done before. So am I against it? No, I'm not against it, but I'm just being cautious. And I want other people to be cautious about it too, because I don't think that we should just be jumping on board. We know nothing about these people. We have no background behind most of them. And it just seems like they're being propped up now to be the face of something they should have no face. This is a leaderless movement. This is just information that's being provided. But the fact that they go to this length to say that they were here 7 years ago, I mean, seriously, I'm just not buying it. So I don't have too much more to say. I mean, I think it's still worth sharing, but I think we got to be cautious about this. And I want to hear more from these people. Like, they put this documentary out, and yet what else have they talked about? They haven't done any interviews with anyone. Like, I think we're gonna find out who these people really are in the days to come. FE Disciple. Yeah, I'm not looking for a face of the movement. Believe me, I don't, because there's a lot of people who I disagree with a lot of stuff, and I'm sure a lot of people disagree with the stuff I say. So for right now, it is what it is. I'm just gonna keep it at that. I probably will have an open panel or chat in the future. Right now, this is like I had a few minutes to get online, talk about this, put my thoughts into a video, and just go from there. And then maybe in the future I'll do that. But right now, I'm not trying to. Hold on, let me see what this person said. Matrix 369. They could ruin it, and it's up to FE takedown. Look, the thing about this whole there can't be a takedown of FE. Why? Because you can't take down truth. That's the thing. We know that there is no curvature. The water is level. So I myself am not worried about that. What I'm concerned about is the fact that the new people who are coming into this don't have the experience. They don't have the. I said this once before, and it's when I got into this early on, there was a lot less bad information out there. Where today, man, you really have to have a spirit of discernment, because you got to really understand what is being said as factual compared to somebody just throwing a piece together and then trying to make a good video out of it without having any real factual evidence behind it, or misleading information. That's a big thing. I don't necessarily think that some people are putting bad information, but it could be misleading information. So with that regard, I think that most people aren't going to understand that unless they're, because what I've noticed about some of the people who call themselves flat earthers is that they're just parroting what they heard from somebody else's. Not enough people are doing independent research for themselves. And that's just something I've kind of witnessed. Literally, I had somebody in my comments, someone who considers himself flat earther, just because the title of the way I titled the video, you could tell they never watched the video, not one time. They were just cutting and pasting all this stuff. And I was like, dude, did you even watch the video? Like, I'm a flat earther. Why are you making it like you? The comments that you're writing are like towards the person who made the video, which is me. But it's like, oh, we have meetings. Like, some people are out there to make it look dumb. And with comments like that I seen, I'm just like, nah, I'm not having it, man. And I'm trying to alert those who don't know, be careful. Not everyone who says, just like Christianity, right? As a Christian myself, not everyone who calls themselves Christians are really Christians, right? So they're there to put a bad name and a bad taste to Christianity. So in the same aspect, there's people who call themselves flat earthers. They're there just to make put the bad taste in a globe earther's mouth about what flat earth is. So we just have to be cautious about that. And I think that after time passes, we'll find out a little bit more information about these people. Again, the documentary was well done. A lot of good information. Some information that was just simply disappointing that they just glossed over. But hopefully we hear about some of this stuff in the next few weeks or present, whatever. So, guys, that's all I had to say for right now. I'm going to end this live stream. But if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. Sorry I didn't really get a chance to read too many of the chat today, but I just wanted to make this video, and I didn't feel like setting up my camera and recording, then having to go and then produce this whole. No, I just wanted to talk and get it out there, because I don't think enough people are really talking about this. And I've seen a lot of people have mirrored it, which is, I guess, fine in some aspects, but I think if they do mirror it, we should put something in the description that talks about how and where we feel this documentary stands for each person who's mirroring it. Gives you a little bit more context of where you're at with this stuff. So till next time, guys, thank you for tuning in. I'll try to catch up with you guys sooner than later, and we'll go from there. So Thank you, and I'll see you guys around. All right.